Welcome.
Behind the dawn's mist, slowly erasing the darkness of the night, a lonely road stretches, lying beneath a still gray sky. The camera gently glides, following the winding path, while the dense forest stands tall on both sides, hiding its mysteries beneath a blanket of fog. Between the tall, close-knit trunks of trees, the wind whispers softly, as if carrying messages from a forgotten nature. Each step feels close, yet still distant, as if inviting us to follow the hidden peace, leading us to a silence only found in the heart of the forest.
There are places in this world you wouldn't want to enter. A forest that swallows all hope and reminds us that some places are better left forgotten.
You know, this hike isn't just about reaching the summit. Every step, there's so much we encounter, whether it's exhaustion or peace. The important thing is that we enjoy this journey together.
Hey, how's it going? Still feeling motivated?
As they ventured deeper into the forest, the atmosphere began to change. Everything felt darker, thicker. The towering trees stood tall, as if watching them in silence. There was no sound except for the echo of their footsteps, growing louder with each step. The wind whispered, though no one could understand what it was saying. Dina tried to remain calm, but her eyes kept darting behind her. Andy struggled to stay composed, but his anxiety was starting to show. Rika, more attuned to the unseen, sensed that something was wrong. The same went for Tony. Though he tried to lighten the mood, his face began to grow more serious. Booty. He remained silent. As night fell, the fire they had made began to die down, and with it, the tension in the air grew stronger. In the darkness, sounds began to echo, faint footsteps, then distant laughter, yet so clear. Suddenly, from between the tree shadows, a figure appeared. An unfamiliar woman in a tattered white dress, her face obscured by long, dark hair. For a moment, everything seemed unreal. Whispers began to rise, calling their names one by one. As they continued their search, it seemed there was no way out of the ever-changing forest. They stumbled upon an ancient, forgotten structure, like an altar long abandoned by time. Mysterious carvings covered the old stones, signs of rituals long forgotten. In the center stood a strange wooden statue, staring at them with empty eyes that felt as if they were calling them. The statue was no ordinary object. There was something wrong, something hidden within it. Rika, who had already begun to feel uneasy, touched the statue and instantly the air changed. A cold wind blew fiercely, the ground rumbled, and sounds began to emerge from deep within the earth. Without speaking, they all knew they had awakened something darker than they had ever imagined. Fear began to take control of them. Every step they took felt more like a trap. This forest wasn't just following them. It was alive, moving, and shaping paths that grew increasingly confusing. They ran, but no matter what, they always ended up in the same direction, deeper into a maze they could not escape. And as they tried to gather themselves to find a way out, Tony's figure suddenly appeared, running through the fog, hysterical, screaming. But just as quickly as he appeared, he was gone again, forgotten by the fog that swallowed their entire world. When they tried to chase after him, the forest only tightened around them, getting closer, more terrifying. There were sounds following them, whispers and lurking presences from behind. They knew now that they were being hunted by something they couldn't see, but could feel. In the end, they reached the same altar that Dina had once seen, a place that seemed to have been waiting for them. They knew what had to be done. Of course, they wanted to escape, but the forest had bound them, tying their souls to its curse. Dina, filled with determination and courage, finally revealed what needed to happen, a sacrifice to end this suffering. All eyes were on her. There was no other choice. Dina stepped toward the altar, her eyes meeting each friend who now stood behind her. In her heart, she knew that the only way to break the curse was through an inevitable sacrifice. She said her goodbyes, and with her final breath, she sank into the darkness, drawn by a force greater than anything they could imagine. The ones who remained stood still, feeling a loss and fear deeper than before, because they knew that with this sacrifice, the forest curse would never end. They were no longer people trying to escape. They had become part of the forest story,